Okay, now for the next step, we'll have to create a virtual environment for our Python project. So the purpose of the virtual environment is to allow us installing Python libraries local to this specific project, and also to avoid having conflicts with other projects in this computer. So to do that, we'll go to the my resources on the classroom, and then you can click this link here, installing packages, and it will open you this page. So from here, first it tells us to install pip, but if you type pip here, so it's already recognized, so we don't need to do that. We'll just jump to the next step, which is to install or the virtual environment. So here we just need to copy the command for the Windows and then apply it here. So now to check if it's already installed, you can type pip list. So here it's here already, so we're able to install the virtual environment. Then next is we will now create the virtual environment for this project. So this is the command for the Windows. Copy this. So okay, let's wait a bit. Okay, so to check, you should see a folder env in the inside this project. So that's where the files for the virtual environment are located. Then next, we will now activate the virtual environment. So for this one, you have the option to implement it here, or you can also do it in the Visual Studio Code's terminal. So for our purpose, let's try to do it here in the Visual Studio Code. So we'll copy this command, and then okay, so right now we are running our project on the virtual environment. If we run again the pip list command, so okay, so as you can see, there are only 2 default packages installed, unlike earlier when we haven't yet implemented the virtual environment. There are lots of libraries, but this time there are only 2. So now, as for the next step, we need to set the Python interpreter for this one, for our project. So to do that, just type Control Shift P, so it will open for us the Visual Studio Code palette. And then here, if you see, I have Python, or if you can also try to type it, Python, then select, and then interpreter. Okay, so enter. So okay, now we will use the interpreter and inside this env folder, so which is this one. We click that. So okay, so it's now reflected here. That's we are using the Python interpreter inside this virtual environment folder. And then the next step is for us to install the paho mqtt. So here you can click this link and it will open you this one. So this is the library, and you just copy this command, and then install. So okay, so if you run pip list, okay, so we can see that paho mqtt is already installed. So next we'll need to try to run the certain code to test if it will really work. So on one of the files I have here, the sample mqtt.py. So okay, so we'll just try to run this out, or to run this code. Okay, so this will be the expected output. So that means our virtual environment and as well as the paho mqtt library is already installed, and we are now ready to explore more on this library.